Hello everyone, I'm Karina Chin and welcome to my Signs of Santa Stamp Set of the Month video. So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for making these cards quickly, just in case you need a little bit of help. So I'm just going to turn this down. So I am loving the Signs of Santa bundle. It is so much fun. I can't tell you how much fun I'm having with it. And again, these are the 3 cards that we're going to make. This is the first one. Has a little spinny piece in it. And I'm putting all the measurements in my PDF, so I'm not going to talk about measurements while I'm stamping. I think I'll get confused. And this one here is a gift card holder, and Santa slides off, and then when you open it, there's the gift card inside. Or I guess your little note to write your message, and I should say your gift card can slide inside. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then the third project is this one. So this is the easy one. So I won't show you how to stamp everything, but I'll sure give you some tips and tricks. So let me get started. Why don't we start with this little guy first? So your kit looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to get out a piece of thick white cardstock. It's already been scored for you, so you just take your bone folder, make a nice crisp fold, and I'm taking some Designer Series paper. It is 2 by 5.5, and we're just going to stick that down. Now, the paper's flocked, so I think instead of using snail adhesive, I'm just going to put a layer of mono multi-glue, just to make sure that it does stick to the card base. I don't like it when my cards fall apart. Okay, and I'm just basically centering that in the middle of the card, like so. Well, it would probably help if I did it straight. So I love to use these Stampin' Up! Grid papers, mainly because it helps me get it straight. Otherwise it goes on crooked. And then this little strip, this is 1/2 inch by 5.5 inches of garden green cardstock. And again, I'm just putting that on. This could have went on with snail, but now I have a mess going on here. And I'm just putting it sort of on the bottom bottom part of my base. And that's my card base finished. So now I'm going to pull in. I've already pre-stamped the happy little elves, and I have stamped the wagon, and I use my Stamp-A-Majig because I did a bunch of these. I also have Stamp Set of the Month where the girls want the finished card, so I just use my Stamp-A-Majig for that. And I'm going to quickly show you how I like to color. Now I used Poppy Parade blendability marker, Stamp and Blend, and I mainly use this because this color coordinates with all the cardstock. You can use Real Red. We also have Real Red blends that are in the holiday catalog. And I'm not doing a lot of shading for these. I'm just using the dark color because I really want a nice bright elf clothing. Is that a word? Maybe. Okay. And then for his buckle, I'm using Dark Mango Melody. You can use Crush Curry, Daffodil Delight, whatever you want. You get to choose when it's your card. And I'm using the Ivory Stamp and Blend. This is how I keep my blends. I keep them in a clear mount case. Hopefully this is ivory. Oh, where did it go? Static Cling. It's very staticky in Edmonton today. I hope this is the right color. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You can make your elf whatever color you want. I'm using this one today. Okay, and then let's color his buddy. Look at these, are so cute. I love this set because it has coordinating framelits with all the stamped images. So if I wanted to cut them out, I could. Okay, so that little elf is done. Let's start coloring his buddy. So we do not have Garden Green Stampin' Blends, so I'm just going to use dark shaded spruce. It's a little off, but you know what? I can live with that. And I love the stamping blends because as I color, it all blends together. Whereas when I use my other markers, I can actually see lines when I color, and I don't love that. It's not my favorite. I'm taking a peek to make sure I'm still in the frame of the video for you guys. Okay, and let's see. So now I'm taking light crumb cake for the wagon. And there's also another nice feature of the blendabilities is that there is a kind of a thick side of the marker and a fine tip side of the marker. So you get to use whatever you want as well. And I'm using dark crumb cake for the wagon wheel. And then dark crumb cake for the little hair on this elf. This one must be a bald elf, no hair for him. And then on my card, I actually did presents. So I pre-colored these and cut them out for you already. It had a framelit, of course. And then we'll just add that onto the card. You can pop it up if you want. Here we go. Put the presents right about here. Okay, now I wanted to add a little bit of interest to my cards. So I went and got the, I think this, what is this? Triple banner punch, trio punch. And I'm going to round the, it's got a round corner rounder part. It's got this, cuts out this little detailed area and then a hole punch as well. So all you do, it's got kind of a V-shaped. I'm just going to put this in here like so, as far as it'll go. Use the heel of my hand to punch. And then I'll do this side as well. There we go. And then this piece, this is the matching piece. Let me see. There's this kit. My kits got mixed up now. Let's see. Yes, thank goodness. Okay, matching piece. So I want to make sure I get the matching corner. I guess it's not the end of the world if it doesn't match, but I think it looks better. And then we'll do the opposite corner as well. So it just adds a little bit of interest to your card when you use this, and I'll put that away. Okay, and now again, I'm just going to use some adhesive to put that on. When you're using snail adhesive, I like to use lots. It's really good for putting paper layers together. Okay, and now we're going to get some of this, I don't know what this is called, Garden Green Baker's Twine. And I'm just going to tie it around like so. And then we'll just tie a little bow. There you go. What do you think? Is this coming along? Pretty cute, hey? I just love these little elves. How cute are they? There we go. Someone's going to love to get this in their mailbox. Okay, so now what do I need to do? I need to use Stampin' Dimensionals to pop up this piece because it's kind of thick with the Baker's Twine. So I'm going to use 4 Stampin' Dimensionals. I love, love, love Stampin' Dimensionals. I put them on almost everything. There we go. Okay, so that is looking pretty cute. Okay, you'll notice this little tag. I pre-did this. This is a stamp. It says A Joyful Christmas, and I cut it out with the coordinating framelit. And then all I'm going to do is just pop it up right under the bow, and this time I'm using mini Stampin' Dimensional. Put this at my side so it's not so messy. Okay, and there we go. Put that on here. Okay, there. Now, to jazz it up a little bit, I used, I think this is Sparkle Glimmer paper, and I have pre-cut these out because, again, these snowflakes, they come in your framelit die set that you bought. So let's put one right about here. I'm using the liquid glue. Put one there, one over here. Oops. You know what I should be doing so I don't mess up my stamping station? I really have started using my silicone mat again to glue things. Because if you get adhesive on the silicone mat, you just take your finger and rub it away. Okay, what do you think? Super cute? So I think you could make a bunch of these, right? Easy peasy. Okay, so let's set that aside. Now let's go to the more complicated cards. So this one is a little more complicated, but I've cut out your pieces already for you, so it shouldn't be too bad. So let's pull in one of the kits. So it looks like this. Now what I did was add my tear and tape adhesive. So tear and tape adhesive, I'm putting a little bit here and a little bit here. And I've included some silver thread in your kit. And the silver thread, I like to tape it. This stuff can get kind of everywhere if you don't control it. You got to be the boss of the silver thread. And I'm going to sort of center it here, so on this line, so I know exactly where my silver thread's going. Okay, let's get rid of this mystery piece. Okay, that did not work. I just blew everything all over the place. Okay, that is now what not to do. Okay, so let's put your silver thread here. There we go. And I'm just going to snip it with my paper snips. And then I'm going to get my piece, so you have a white piece. I've pre-stamped mine already for you. So one I did with a Joyful Christmas, one I did with a North Pole, and then this is the backing for it. So let's put the backing piece first. So this is what I did. I'm going to put a little bit of snail. Move this out of the way. A little bit of snail on this piece, and then we'll put it here so it's kind of centered. Stick your thread down, and then I'm going to put more snail on this piece. See how it kind of stuck to the mat? You can just stick it back onto your cardstock. So that's why this silicone mat is wonderful. Now I'm going to put this on top. Oh, look, see, it doesn't match. Okay, that was bad. So when you do this, you have to remember to do it the opposite way. Okay, very important. Okay, let's see. So that's still pretty tight. Tighten my thread up again. So luckily I've got an emergency piece. So don't do it this way. You want to do it this way. Okay, let's go back again. More snail. Put this down. Center it in your circle that's already been pre-cut. Okay, let's see if this works. There we go. Ta-da, magic. Okay, that's perfect. I'm happy with that. And it will spin. So fun. Okay, now to make sure that this thread does not slide, I'm going to put another little bit of this tear tape adhesive. If you have never bought tear and tape adhesive, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And right now we're going to put the garden green piece on. I believe it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm using mono multi-glue. Maybe I should put it around here so it doesn't move. Just because this is raised a little bit, because it hasn't been embossed with the new embossing folder. The name of the folder is in the instructions. And I'm putting that down on top. And then this piece here has been already cut out for you with Poppy Parade cardstock. And I use the layering circle framelits. And it really doesn't matter what size of circles you choose. I just did it because it seemed to work best for my image. Okay, so that is basically the card. I'm going to go in with my bone folder, make a nice crisp crease. I'm using this side because I've got ink on this. I re-ink my ink pads with these. Not very smart. Okay, let's get that little gluey stuff out of the way. And then I thought it was cute if we have this one saying A Joyful Christmas, and then I stamped another one, stamped the North Pole on it, and I thought this would be cute on the inside of my card. So let's put this on the inside. Okay, I didn't need to use mono multi-glue. I could have used snail. Okay, so that is the second completed card. Oh my goodness, can you see what I missed, you guys? Did you notice there's ribbon in the kit? You know what I love about this? This is a lesson in humility because now I know how my customers feel when they make a mistake. Okay, we're putting Tear and Tape adhesive. I don't think I can totally lift this up, so let's just go like this. You probably can't see. You're going, oh my gosh, what is she doing? But watch this. It's still fixable. That's what I always tell people in my class. It's still fixable. Here we go. Come on, come on. Where's my take a pick tool when I need it? Okay, let's grab this piece. So this is going to go, I recommend that you do this before you stick your card together. And we're going to stick this piece down here. And then because you got ribbon here, let's add more, and then we'll put some adhesive here. Let's make sure this sticks down. Oh, saved. Look at that. Isn't that great? Okay. Voila. And then all I did was take this piece of the Poppy Parade ribbon, and we're just doing kind of a cheater bow. I'm so glad I caught that. Okay, and there you go. So that one is done. Hooray, hooray. Okay, let's see if I can do better on the next card. So this one's super fun. Let me show you. I opened it. This is a gift card holder. So we got Happy Little Santa Claus on a belly band. You slide off the belly band, and then you open it up, and then you can put a message in here and a fun gift card for somebody. So let me show you how to do the card base. So I've already pre-cut and scored it for you. It's just 5.5 by 8.5 inch cardstock. And I scored it at 1 3/4 and 5 3/4. So this part here, we're just going to fold up, make a nice crisp crease with our bone folder. We are getting our Tear and Tape adhesive again. And we're just putting it at the sides. Don't put it at the top or you're going to close up your pocket. So don't do that. There we go. Okay. And then this is the top part of our card. There we go. And then what I'm doing now is we're going to make this piece here. If I can find it. My kit's got all messed up. Oh my goodness. Okay, that looks like it fits. So I will stamp my image. I'm using black Memento ink for all the stamping. Ink it up, take a look, make sure you're happy with it. And then I'm just going to color it in with the same colors, Poppy Parade and Crumb Cake ink. And then I have went and also pre-stamped and punched out these. Notice the signs are in the opposite direction. And then in the stamp set, there's a tiny little to and a tiny little from that I've stamped on here. My from has walked away, so we're just going to have to pretend that, oh, I did such a good job and it's done already. I'm hoping my from will show up. It's probably stuck to something. But anyway, that's going to be that piece. Ta-da! Magic of TV. Okay, now on this piece here, let's get this next section going. I'm going to close this up or I will have a ink catastrophe. Okay, so we get our Designer Series paper. And I can just use paper on paper. I can just use snail adhesive. It's pretty fast. Love it, love it, love it. And we will pop that on here. And I went and pre-cut some white snowflakes, which I don't know if I actually have them in front of me for this card. So we might just have to use our imagination. Yeah, I don't see them right now. But you're going to put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snowflakes just randomly along the top. And then the next part of the card, we'll pop our little greeting back inside like so. Then we're going to work on the belly band part. So let's go with Santa. Oh, Santa's not even colored. I'll color Santa for you. So again, I use Poppy Parade, dark Poppy Parade. Again, you can add some shading, do light and dark. You can do a whole bunch of things with these blends. I don't know. I like a really nice, bright red Santa suit. That's just my personal preference. And let's see. And I going around the edge. I highly recommend these Stampin' Blends. I am so happy with them. Okay, and let's use Mango Melody again for the buckle. And that's pretty much it for Santa. He's so cute, he just doesn't need anything else. Okay, we're going to put this on. Again, whether you use snail adhesive, mono multi-glue, I just grab whatever's handy. Okay, and then the belly band I've pre-scored for you. Now, when I first did it, I put it in at 2 3/4 and scored, and 2 3/4 and scored, and it was too tight. So I believe you have to do 1/8, or not even 1/8, 1/16 of an inch less. So it's like some crazy measurement. 11 by 1/16 of an inch on each side. That's kind of a hard measurement to remember. But basically all you're doing, it's not a huge deal if it's centered. I'm just centering it like this. And notice there is a gap. That's okay, because what I'm going to do is take my nice long piece of Poppy Parade ribbon that I've already pre-cut for you guys. I believe it's 16 inches. And I'm just going to tie a knot. And don't pull your knots too hard. If you pull them gently, be gentle with your knot. It gives you a flatter knot as opposed to this one that doesn't look as amazing. And then I'm just going to grab my paper snips. We'll see if these ones are, if your paper snips are dull, clean them. I use a product called Goo Gone. And then, because when they get gummy with adhesive, they're not sharp. Okay, see, I didn't even, like, this is just totally loose. You can tack this down if you want with a glue dot. I may later. And then what I'm going to do for this, let's put on a couple dimensionals on here to keep Santa. And we'll put it on the ribbon, actually, and we'll hold the ribbon down at the same time. And that is basically it. Look at this. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you enjoy making your cards, even though I did the what not to do with this one. That's the beauty of stamping. Everybody makes mistakes, but it's all fixable. So I hope you enjoyed your tutorials. If you have any questions, you can email me at kchin2@telus.net. And feel free to check out my blog at karinascreations.com. And thanks so much for stopping by and watching my video. Bye.